Hi, my name is Laura Gelser, and I have been piloting the Elmo document camera in my first grade classroom for the last few weeks. The Elmo has helped with student learning in many different ways. Let me show them to you. So this is a way we could use the Elmo in math class. I would take a normal textbook and would put it under the projection camera. And then it's displayed exactly as the students would see it at their desk. With the remote, I can zoom in, focus on problems. I can also black out parts of the screen so that the students track with what problems I'm working on. I can also focus in on a certain area and direct students to where I want them to be focusing. Math manipulatives, such as counters, ones and tens blocks, calculators, graph paper, money, protractors, and more, are one of the hardest things to show the entire class because they are too small for everyone to see. The Elmo does a great job magnifying such tools so that they are a meaningful part of learning mathematical concepts. The Elmo has very obvious uses in science because of the way it can magnify objects such as plants, animals, rocks and minerals, and petri dishes. In art class, the Elmo can be used to examine paintings and to illustrate brushstrokes, clay modeling, cutting, folding, and much more. Another way that we use the Elmo, especially for lower elementary classrooms where we do a lot of read-aloud stories, is to project the read-aloud story to the students. It makes it easy for them to follow along, to look at the words in the text, and to see the illustrations as well. The Elmo is also useful to demonstrate techniques or to show small objects to students. So when teaching about the human heart, I can take a object that is much too small for the classroom to see and put it under the Elmo. Under the Elmo, I can talk about the different cavities, open it up, have students come up and point to different areas that I'm talking about, and they get a really great visual. The Elmo is very useful for editing. Whether analyzing a published or a peer composition, students can discuss and edit writing together. As we study different parts of the world, whether in literature or social studies or geography, it is really fun to show the students maps of the areas that they're studying, either on a macro level or on a micro level. And I'm not always able to do that since I don't have a map of every country in the world, but something I do have is an atlas that I can then use under the document camera to show all the students. And then I can also zoom in on specific countries that I'm talking about. And I can even use the focusing tool to direct them to specific studies. Another thing we can use the Elmo for is to show things in science like the periodic table. The Elmo has two additional features that are very helpful for teaching. The first is the video recording option. Either before or during class, the teacher can video record activity under the document camera. Activity recorded during class allows the teacher to save projects for later use. Activity recorded before class allows the teacher to play the video back while assisting students at the same time, as is shown in this video. The second additional feature is the Elmo's image capturing capability. With one click of the remote, the teacher can take a picture of whatever is under the document camera. These pictures are stored and can be recalled quickly. They can also be displayed on either a half or corner split screen. Both the video recording and the image capturing can be saved to a USB stick and used elsewhere. Finally, introducing more technology into my instruction has really helped my students to engage and focus more. My students get excited every time I turn on the Elmo and often ask me to show them more things under it. I have found that my students are much more engaged with what I am teaching them if I use the Elmo. It is difficult for them to ignore the size and the vibrant colors that the Elmo displays, even if it is something as simple as a worksheet or math flashcards. Alright, tell me what you like about the Elmo.
Because it makes work really easier because the work gets really big. I like the Elmo because it helps me concentrate on what I'm doing. This screen can do all kinds of different things. It can zoom in on one thing and zoom way out.
I like Elmo because it is bright and clear.
I like the Elmo because it's more clear than
The projector.
Well, we used to have this machine and it really didn't work very good because the light bulb kept breaking. I like that it can hook up to your computer and it can show stuff on your computer. I like when you drew on all those different pictures. Before we had the Elmo, she had to stand up and some people couldn't see, and I was one of those people that couldn't see. She has the same paper as we do, and then we can do what she does. We can do math and Bible and stuff on it. We can just learn a lot more with it. We have so much fun with it because it is really big and that stuff. And it's really what